Good morning. This is January 3rd, 2021. I have recently put up some videos where I'm, if you want to say, accusing politicians and leaders and things of being possessed or controlled by reptilians with an energy age of 888 and even demons or fallen angels with an energy age of 2323. This seems, of course, on the surface, this seems absurd. How would I know about these? Well, I did find them, but the reason I'm doing this, I got an invitation to take part in an online, to listen to an online, it says a virtual summit called Rethinking the Future. And it says here they're going to have global leaders and forward thinkers, including Sundar Pichai of Google Alphabet, Christine Lagarde, who I'd heard of before, of the European Central Bank, Ursula von der Leyen of the European Commission, Vera Daves de Sousa, the Minister of Finance from Angola, Michael Worth of Chevron, N. Chandrasekaran of the Tata Group, which is the Indian car manufacturer, Kristen Peck of Zoetis, Zoetis, whatever that is, Darren Walker of the Ford Foundation, and Jitsi Groen of Just Eat. So, here's, I'm only going to check the first two of these. I already checked Christine Lagarde. But I want to explain really who these 2,323 are. And actually, of course, the first one I found was Satan, but I'm going to do it actually based on my limited experience of actually talking to a demon, a 2,323. But first, let's check these first two leaders. Sundar Pichai, I guess he's one of the big, I didn't write down what he is. He's probably the president or chairman of the board or something. Communicate with a Sundar Pichai of the company or company's Google Alphabet. And we're going to ask his energy age. I haven't checked him before. Of course, the pendulum goes side to side while I'm thinking of the question. And the closer I get, it starts going in circular, oval movements to the right. And when it's in a perfect circle is the answer. If I go past, it stops. So Sundar Pichai, let's see if he's a normal human who would die at 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's moving a little. 80, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. He's going to be an 888. I'll save time and say 888. And if I think 889, it's going to stop. This is 889. And let's go back to thinking 888, and it starts spinning again. This won't be in Spanish. I'm going to do another one in Spanish because I'm not actually going to do any pendulum work. I'm just doing an analysis. Okay, 888. That's a reptilian, controlled by a reptilian. It's a relatively normal human body, probably, but he is, I don't know what they would call it. Okay, now let's go to this Christine Lagarde. Christine Lagarde, the director of the European Central Bank. Her energy age: 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000. See, it's not a circle yet. You can't really see too good. It's going more back and forth than circular. 1,200, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000, 2,100, 200, 300, 2,323. Okay? She is definitely controlled by a fallen angel. If you want to call them demons, I'll let you. Okay? Now in the Bible, of course, it says that Jesus expelled demons from people. And they actually spoke to him as he was expelling them. Okay? 2,323, 2,324. It's going to stop. This is Christine Lagarde. I'm sure there's some other ones there. If I have the time, I might put them down below. But I don't have the time right now. Okay? 2,324. 2,323 for Christine Lagarde. 2323. Okay, so now I've found these. They stop my pendulum. The first one I communicated with was Satan. Then after that, occasionally they would stop my pendulum. I communicate with whoever's stopping my pendulum, and I ask their energy age and 2323. When I did a cleansing of the negative energy of the CERN, the particle accelerator, whatever it's called there in Switzerland, the demon or demons stopped my pendulum, and I got the energy age 2323. Okay, but what I wanted to share here is my actual experience of talking with one. And this was a neighbor boy who was talking seriously about suicide. And so I hypnotized him to try to help him with his problem. And in a hypnosis, one of the things we do is we ask to shine a light through the patient's body looking for shadows. And as I say here, I wrote down a little bit of what came out because all this is in Spanish, and the link is below. If you know Spanish, I recommend you listen to it. Or if you know someone who knows Spanish, have them listen to it and see what they think. This is talking to the demon Infernos. Okay, so the first thing I said, anything that's affecting this boy, I wanted to know it. And then the boy's voice, but it said, "You're Jesse, right? It is Jesse. It says Jesse, ¿verdad?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Who are you?" And he says, "It doesn't matter." He said, "You don't know what you're getting into. You're not doing good. You're bad. You don't know what problems you could get into. You don't know with who you're treating. You don't know who you're dealing with." So I asked him, "What is your name?" And he says, "That doesn't matter. Eso no importa." I have it here in Spanish, so I'm translating. So I asked him, "Are you of the light?" And he said, "No." I said, "Are you of the darkness?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, so we're going to bring some light beings and we're going to get you out of here." And he said, "No, I need to talk with you. No, necesito hablar con usted. You don't know what you're getting into. You're not good." And then he said, "The only thing that I know is Satan is real." And he said that in English. Satanás es real. No, lo único que yo sé es Satan is real. That's how he said it. The only thing I know is Satan is real. That this world is going to be dominated. You don't know what's going to come to happen on this world. It's not going to be good, which is confusing because he's accusing me of not being good. Then he says, "You're not doing good." So I said, "Okay, we're going to bring angels and get you out of here. So you can either change to the light or go for recycling." Now, you should always give them this option, right? You may find some who decide to change to the light. And we could definitely accept that. Okay, so either change to the light or go for recycling. And he says, "That's going to be impossible. For us, this world means nothing. You have to know first." He doesn't say know what. Okay? And so I sent it with the pendulum. Then I got out my pendulum and sent to take away his negative energy. At the same time, I'm asking for angelic help, right? And I ask him, "What's your name?" "My name's Jesse." And he says, "I know your name's Jesse." So I ask him, "So what's your name?" And he says, Infernos, which is Latin for infierno or hell, or maybe a big fire. But I believe it's hell. Okay, I haven't looked it up. And so for a while, okay, and I say that you guys, the demons, are going to stop bothering us. And he says, "No se moleste, haces bien." He says, "Don't get mad, you're doing good." And those were his last words. So that was my experience with a demon. Now, it doesn't sound like somebody that we would want controlling the world, right? But they are controlling many of these politicians and powerful people of the earth. It doesn't surprise me. In fact, the Bible gives clear reference to such things. I know that the Bible has been manipulated. It has been used to make money and power by all kinds of religious groups. But there's a lot of truth in the Bible. Okay? So I just wanted to explain that before I go forward and do some exorcisms on this group of global leaders and forward thinkers, which is what they're trying to change the world to. These people who are controlled by demons and reptilians. Well, okay, that's my thoughts for today. Have a great day. Things are happening. A lot of things are happening. Pretty soon, I think this mess of the U.S. elections will be straightened out, and a lot of powerful people are going to fall.